They are rage, brutal, without mercy. But you will be worse. Rip and tear until it is done.
I was going to do a Doom 2016 review, or actually play the game for that matter, because I need to get off my ass and finish Persona Q on the 3DS. And I only played this because how amazingly optimized it was. And I also want to test out my new monitor that is 240Hz. So with ultra settings at 2K revs with my 2080, I was able to get around 170 FPS. Felt amazing the entire time. So, after the frame testing, I just kept tossing and turning in my bed, having dreams about slaughtering demons. Finally gave in and said, fuck it, I'll finish Doom. So, here we are. Now let's start with how I got into Doom. The first Doom game I ever played was Doom 3 on my shitty laptop back around 2008. So like 4 or so years after its official release, and all I can remember is the zombie-like enemies at the start scared me, so I never finished the game. Then like 4 years ago, I got into Wolfenstein and beaten all of them, except that woke trash New Blood.
Know your fucking place, trash!
I even beaten the original Wolfenstein from 1992, but I have some help with it, like the Project Brutality mod, which gives me modern controls and makes it way more fucking bloody, and a new engine called GZ Doom. There was no way I was going to play the original as it was, and if I had to, I would rather jump off a cliff. Anyway, after Wolfenstein, I was itching for more blood and carnage, and decided to try the original 2 Doom games with the same mod I used before, since it had the same awful controls as the original Wolfenstein. And like the original Doom, it was on the slower paced side of things, with no up and down directions and jumping. So you just had to aim at an enemy's general direction, and it will auto target no matter the height difference. And as you can tell, I'm semi-new to boomer shooters. When I was growing up with shooters, all I had was Call of Duty and Bioshock, and that's it. After playing Project Brutality with all the mods that took stuff from Doom 2016 and Eternal, it was one of my favorite games to go back and mindlessly play. So the 2016 version of Doom had a lot to live up for, so let's get started. Doom isn't known for its storytelling, or story for that matter. For example, I didn't know the original Doom had a story till the credits scene about his pet bunny. So I was like, well, that's a little random. Why is there a bunny in hell or Mars? I don't know. Everything is red and it looks the same to me. You're on Mars. Oh, okay, that's cool.
No, you're now.
Oh, I am? I didn't notice. You're back on Mars. We get a place that is always fucking red. So I wasn't expecting much from this game, and I was right. The story is just you waking up and have this Optimus Prime guy always talking to you in your head about chasing down this gilf, closing portals, opening them, closing them, opening, closing them again. Get the point. It's just that until you beat the game. So I just completely started to ignore the story and focus more on the slaughtering. Now onto combat. The combat felt really good to play. I was able to do all the things I could do in the original Doom with the mod I mentioned, so there wasn't much of a learning curve. And I played it on normal, and thinking back on it, I should have played it on hard, because normal was so damn easy. Maybe they would have spawned more enemies to kill, I don't know. The fights would end right when it was getting good. Like I would start to get in a flow, and the music would be blasting, enemies dropping like flies, and it's over. So I just sit there every time getting blue balled by the game. It was supposed to be the ultimate power fantasy there is in a video game, and this game just doesn't have it. Maybe Eternal fixes this, but I haven't played it. I did see that the Dark Age has a fuck ton of enemies, but I'd rather not play that Dance Dance Revolution wannabe. Like, what the fuck were they thinking making that? Follow the colors? Piss off. Outside of those battle arenas in the game is a barren wasteland. There's nothing to shoot at. I thought of this at the beginning of the game, but didn't question it because, well, we were on Mars, so it kind of makes sense there's not that many roaming around. But when I got to the hell levels of the game, I was always asking, like, where the fuck are the demons? Thought we were in hell, not a Concourse server lobby. Let's talk about the weapons in the game. There are like 10 in the game, I think. I'm too lazy to list them off, so take my word for it. And I will mostly use the super shotgun for like 99% of the game. Every other weapon, even with the upgrades, just felt either weak or awful to use. You would think the minigun would be amazing to use, right?
Right? Wrong.
All it does was eat a shit ton of my ammo and tickle the enemies. And it hardly does anything to the bosses. And this goes for all the weapons. And thank God for the super shotgun to exist, because otherwise it would have dropped the game. Like, how are you gonna stand there and make a Doom game and make all the weapons ass? Even at the beginning, they give you the normal shotgun, and that would take 2 to 3 shots to kill a demon. I always kept saying, oh god, this is awful. Where's the super shotgun?
Help me.
Super shotgun.
You're my only hope.
Now let's talk about the map in the game. Whoever came up with this 3D map should go fuck themselves. This shit was so goddamn confusing to look at. For example, it will say this is the only path to the secret. So when I follow it, and there's either a wall or a blocked area and no way to the secret. So after doing that 4 separate times, completely ignore them. In the original Doom 1 and 2, secrets weren't hard. I mean, you could spam interact on every wall and hope for a secret open. But I'd rather do that than do Olympic gymnastics all over the map trying to access a secret at the beginning of the level. And most secrets in this game are out in the open for you to see. Like, hey Doom guy over here, look at this loot you could have. You just have to get lost for 30 minutes trying to get to me, you stupid fucker. And lastly, another con about this game is like, it's ultra short. By the time I got to the final boss, I thought I was at the midpoint of the game, and then credits appear. It's like, what the fuck? I'm expecting at least 20 hours of content, not 8. I feel sorry for all the people that bought this game at release at full price. I mean, I got this game for like $5 years ago, and I feel ripped off. Yeah, original Doom was around 5 hours, but look at what it was made for. It was the 90s. USBs with like 1 terabyte didn't exist yet. We have floppy disks that could hold 1.44 megabytes, not gigabytes, megabytes. Hell, even Doom 2 is longer than this game by 2-3 hours. So there's no excuse for why this modern Doom game is so damn short. The game as a whole just felt like a tech demo than a video game. So whenever I play Doom Eternal, I hope they fix these issues with longer gameplay, more enemies, better weapons, a better story, and more glory kills. Even though I have some fun, it's just overall a disappointing experience. I will likely never touch this game again. If I do get a Doom itch, I'll just stick to the original with mods. Hopefully I didn't piss off all the modern boomer shooter fans. Like, it has some good ideas like double jump, glory kills, the monster designs, and how all the maps looked. It's just they gave up on everything else. Well, that's my take on the game. Well, that's the end of this review. Hope this was entertaining, and if it was, leave a like and subscribe for more. I'll see you in hell.